Hey church, Pastor Josh here. It is the Pastor's Corner, May 16th, 2019, and I'm coming to you from Fairway. As you can see behind me, we should probably change our church name to Livin', because Brad Miller's not quite done with the rest of the sign. But as you can see, there's a future home of, we've got the Living Waters Circle, which is really amazing, and people were stopping by and talking to us about it yesterday. And then it's going to be Living Waters Fellowship eventually. It's going to go all the way down the window panes, and it'll look really cool. But at this point, I am the pastor of Livin'. Okay, so Livin' Church, Livin' Fellowship. But hopefully it'll get finished up soon. And special thanks to Brad and Brenda Miller, who have spent just a lot of time getting all the signage pulled together. Brad was here yesterday. Took a couple days off of work, and he was here on his own time, putting up this sign for us, and he cuts vinyl. So Brad and Brenda, thank you. We love you. Just so you know, and get a feel of like the buzz that's going on in the neighborhood. Debbie and I just talked to a couple that was right over here in their car, pulling up and just checking it all out, checking the new sign out, checking the Fairway sign out, and their names are Wayne and Patty, and we had a great talk with them. They live just over here in the neighborhood, very excited about what God is doing in our church and excited about what the future is for our neighborhood, which is really cool. So you talk about the new sign, you talk about the building, you talk about the fundraising, you talk about all the things that are coming up, and you know, the common thread that I feel I want to talk to you about today is just the grace of God. The grace of God is something you can't earn. It's something that's given to you by God according to God's own choice and according to His own pleasure. And this Sunday we're going to be looking in Genesis chapter 39, and we're going to be looking at the story of Joseph. Joseph gets sold into slavery by his brothers. He goes down to Egypt, and he gets sold into Potiphar's house. Potiphar is one of the workers underneath Pharaoh. And it says in Genesis 39, 8 times, it says that Joseph was favored by God. He found favor in the eyes of the Lord. The Lord's presence was with Joseph. And Joseph didn't earn that. He was just a kid trying to figure out his new life. And overall, like, what Joseph did was he just was a recipient of the grace of God. And I think about our church, and I think about me as a pastor, and I think about all of you guys watching, and that's really what it comes down to, is that the grace of God has been on our lives through Christ, and God, in His infinite grace, reached out to us while we were still sinners, and Christ died for us. And the only thing we really have to boast about is the grace of God, the favor of God in our lives. And I think of Fairway and the sign here and the church and the future, and all I can say is it's the grace of God that's done it. All we are simply recipients of His grace, and we're pretty amazed at what God is doing here, and it's incredible. But all of it comes to not our own works. It comes down to the amazing grace that God gives. And so we're going to move into this building by grace. We're going to raise funds by grace. It's God's favor. Why does God favor us? I don't know. We don't have anything attractive to bring. We're broken. We're sinful. We struggle. We have scars. We don't say the right things all the time, and yet God, through the good news of Jesus, has shed His grace on us. That's awesome. That's probably how I should end this talk, but I have one more thing to say. As we go into the weekend, I want to bring in my trophy. Now, I earned this trophy by the grace of God last year in our golf tournament, and so the Living Waters Fellowship Open is this weekend, Saturday morning. We'll have 8 teams battling out for bragging rights of the best golf team in church. We've got a really good group of golfers coming out. This trophy is on the line. So if you want a good time Saturday morning, if you're not doing anything, come out to Blank Golf Course on the south side of Des Moines and cheer on your favorite golfers. We'll probably be embarrassing ourselves on multiple levels. You may not be safe. If you're standing to the sides of the fairway, you might get pegged with a ball. but we're going to have a great time. So the Living Waters Fellowship Open is this Saturday, which will be a ton of fun. But overall, church, we love you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Sunday morning.